I have made close to 500 football videos before, and I all the time want them to do really well, and I think what will be big and what will people want to watch, and what videos would I enjoy making as well. And there was one that I've always thought in my mind that ticks all the boxes, that I hope people around the world can enjoy, and one that I've really always wanted to film, and a stadium that I've always wanted to see myself. You would have seen from the title and from the thumbnail, the day has finally come. Almost 3 years into my YouTube journey to finally do the Dortmund Stadium tour. I will be seeing them play in a few days as well. I'm not sure when these videos will be released. Maybe the game will be out before the stadium tour. I'm not 100% sure, but here we are in Dusseldorf. This is the badge of Fortuna Dusseldorf, funnily enough. But I'll see you very shortly on the train as we head to Dortmund.
Thank you.
No worries, no worries. I'm always so busy with getting up like the videos and just so focused on like trying to make a vlog that sometimes I like forget to try and enjoy myself. So I've got to do that today. But here we are, look, at Borussia Dortmund. I've got some cool facts for you, like they're called Dortmund, as you know, but why is their badge BVB? So it all seems a bit weird, doesn't it? But we'll be getting into that in just a second. But look, here is the Signal Iduna Park. This is the club shop here, and the actual stadium goes all the way around there as well. So yeah, this is proper bucket list stuff for me. This, been wanting to come here, as you know, for a very long time. And I didn't just realise until I started walking over them, but look, there is even a BVB Walk of Fame. This is 100 of 100, so this must be to celebrate the 100 years, 100-yard BVB. And what does BVB actually stand for? Right, so the official name of this football club is Bundesliga Borussia 09 EV Dortmund, which is a bit of a mouthful. So it actually means, if it's broken down in English, Ball Game Club Borussia 1909 Registered Association Dortmund. And so that's where BVB comes from. So the BV is Ballspielverein, which means they're a ball playing club. So all the clubs in German, some started as clubs that just play ball sports, some were like gymnastics clubs, some were just football clubs, but this was a ball playing sport, hence the BV there. And the other B means Borussia. Borussia actually comes from the Latin word for this region, Prussia. So Prussia, I think, was around from the 1500s to around the 1800s. It was a, I don't know if there was even countries back then, a state, I guess you could say, an empire maybe, of land which was Germany, parts of what is now Germany, Poland, even out towards Lithuania. So yeah, that is where the BVB comes from. Ball playing sports, and then the word Prussia, which in sort of today's German language is Borussia, I believe. Do let me know in the comments if I butchered that. But Borussia was also the name of a brewery, which is I think where Dortmund took the B from themselves, was in the brewery, which was called Borussia, but the original word comes from Prussia anyway. So yeah, look into the history of Prussia, and won't go into it too much just now. But yes, the stadium tours start in the club shop, so let's get in there. Wait just a minute here, look, we have another Walk of Fame star, and this time for Jürgen, 7-year trainer, 7 years as the trainer. Right, this time we are going to go to the stadium tour. Right, let's get in there. Being built in 1974, this is actually quite a newer stadium than what I was imagining it would be. You think of Borussia Dortmund, obviously we spoke about their formation in 1909, and you imagine they'd probably played at the same stadium their entire life, but it's not true. They actually played here from 1974 onwards. And look at this. This is the yellow wall. Everybody knows how famous the yellow wall is. This incredible stand-in section here at Signal Iduna Park, or also known as the Westfalenstadion, due to its location of this part of Germany. And here we go, look, this is the ultras section where obviously they start off all the chants and stuff, and this is where the main guys will stand. Wow, look at all this, all the different stickers and all that. This is incredible to see it this up close. I'm not going to be in the yellow wall for the game I come to. I'm not sure if I'm going to be that side up there or maybe that side up there, but I will be close to the yellow wall so I can see it rather than be in it. But I mean, wow, just look at that. Look at some of these old stickers. Think of the amount of times that so many Dortmund fans would have come here and experienced the yellow wall. And it is the biggest stadium in Germany as well, beating Bayern and the Berlin Stadium and Schalke Stadium, for example. So yeah, the biggest stadium in Germany. The capacity is over 81,000, and like I say, it dwarfs every other one in the country. So look at this, the most famous moment in Dortmund's history there, the team that won the Champions League in 1997. But how are the club getting on this season? Let's check out today's sponsor, FOTMOB, and see how they're getting on. Look, they're currently 5th in the Bundesliga, but if we wanted to see who they have in the Champions League this year, we can simply change the competition, scroll down and see who they have. Look at that. Will they win the Champions League again this year? They have Dortmund, of course they are Dortmund. They have Copenhagen, Man City and Sevilla in their group. Feel a bit for Copenhagen, but they should probably get through that, you'd imagine. They're obviously a really big side, are Dortmund. Let's see who they have in their squad this year. Who are the sort of the key men? Obviously, Mats Hummels has returned from his time over in Munich, down south in Munich. Marco Reus is still here. Thorgan Hazard, Jude Bellingham. Will he go to Liverpool? So yeah, they have an absolutely unbelievable squad, do Dortmund. And yeah, please do download FOTMOB. It is completely free. It is a pinned comment, and like I've just shown you here, like it's so easy and so good to use. They give you so many stats on so many different things with all the different elements related to your club. So yeah, do go and download it. It really supports my channel. It's completely free. The more people that download it, the more chance they have of sponsoring me again, which means more videos for you guys. It's a win-win all round. There we go. Look at that. Dortmund, the 1997 European Cup winners. Let's go and have another look around Signal Iduna Park. Really is a beautiful day here in Germany today to come and check out this incredible stadium that I've wanted to see so long. You may be able to hear the whirring behind me of all the machinery trying to keep the pitch right, ready for the game on Friday night. But with the iconic yellow wall behind me and with the Borussia up there, which obviously relates to the old word for Prussia of this region, are there any more iconic stadiums than this in the world that people just want to visit, even though they're not from this nation? I think Anfield, Old Trafford maybe have got to be up there, the Nou Camp and the Bernabeu obviously as well, but in terms of like iconic massive stadiums, what ones do you want to visit? This one maybe? Let me know in the comment section below. I do believe we get to go into the museum in a minute, so we'll be having a look at that. But what have Dortmund won? Obviously the 1997 Champions League, which we've spoken about, the finalists in 2013 at Wembley, an all-German battle there against Bayern Munich, of course. Look at that, only 5 German Cups. I thought maybe they'd have won more. Obviously there's a lot of big teams in Germany, so yeah, 5 German Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 league titles. These were Jurgen Klopp's years, of course. And Europokal der Pokalsieger, which is obviously European Cup Winners' Cup. Obviously Pokal there, DFB Pokal, DFB Cup, the German FA Cup. And then obviously the European Cup of Cup winners, and we have up there the DFL Super Cup, so the German Super Cup, I suppose, and then the Weltpokal, the Welt Cup, the World Cup, which was, this isn't the Club World Cup trophy now, but that is what used to be the Intercontinental Cup, and they'd have won that after winning the Champions League in 1997. So I recognise a few words there. Look at that, Blau-Weiß on the second sentence there, just below the title. That means blue and white. And this is the original kit of Dortmund. They didn't always play in the black and yellow that we recognise today. They were blue and Blau and Weiß. Is there Roter? You see that there, Roter? I think red Sharpe, which may mean sash. So red sash with a blue and white shirt. There you go. Dortmund Borussia Brewery. Like I was saying earlier, I think it was named after a brewery of the name Borussia. The name Borussia obviously comes from Prussia, but was the word for Prussia. But look, the Dortmund Borussia Brewery, and I think that Borussia is why to this day it's BVB. Here we go, this is Dortmund's incredible trophy room. Look, there is the Bundesliga. What an amazing trophy that is. More of a shield, isn't it, than a cup that we'd sort of see for leagues around the world. But look, this is the years that they've won them. The first in 56, and they backed it up in 57, then 63, 95, 96, 2002, 11 and 12. So look, they've won quite a few where it's been like 2 in a row. Only 8 in their history, but there you go. Look, there's the Bundesliga. Moving on to what is also a really impressive looking trophy there. The DFB Pokal, the DFB Cup, the Dutch Cup in 65, 89, 12, 17, and more recently in 21. Of course, I remember seeing Jude Bellingham with his hands on that. Here we go, the Europa Pokal der Pokalsieger, European Cup Winners' Cup. That was in 1966. Look at that, what a trophy. I love seeing the Cup Winners' Cup. That final in 1966 was played at Hampden Park, and they actually beat Liverpool in the final. So yeah, there you go. Borussia Dortmund beating my team Liverpool at Hampden Park, which is about 20 minutes from where I live right now, funnily enough. And here we go, look at this. The Champions League trophy that they won in 1997. Obviously talking about Scotland just then, they won that one in Scotland. Obviously Paul Lambert was a part of their squad when they won the Champions League, their greatest achievement in 97. And here we go, the Weltpokal, the World Cup, or to you and I now, the Club World Cup, or what it would have been known back then around the world, the Intercontinental Cup. That is one that you don't see anymore. That's why I like this trophy, and I like the Cup Winners' Cup as well. They are very retro trophies that you really don't see these days. They won this one in Tokyo against Cruzeiro of Brazil, who would have won the Libertadores. But yeah, look, that is Dortmund's trophy room here in the museum with the 5 most major honours that they've won. People are like, oh, you should come to Dortmund, see Signal Iduna Park, you know, the biggest stadium in Germany, get yourself a Dortmund shirt, see Marco Reus, Jude Bellingham, but this is what I came here for. Was this a Krakauer, I think this was called, and a Brinkhoff. Look at that. The perfect lunch here in Dortmund. Let's wet the whistle first. Lovely. We've got a lot to learn in Britain from the Germans. Stadium food is something we should do better. Right, so I would have just shown you the last one, but I had to go again. It just wasn't enough. Currywurst. As you can see, I am back home from my trip to Europe. This isn't the last video that I will upload from Europe, although if you are watching this quite far into the future, all those videos should be up by now. Yeah, back in Scotland, I had an amazing time. Dortmund was unbelievable. The tour was fantastic. I think it was €15 for the tour and the museum. You get to see all the trophies. It's a self-guided tour, which is brilliant, especially for a YouTuber like me. I always prefer the self-guided tours. You can go around at your own pace, take as many pictures as you want, spend as much time in each location as you want, and even not as a YouTuber, I think that's better. You're not in a group. They don't do any sort of cringy questions about who people support and all stuff like that. It's just literally you going around following the signs, and it's fantastic. I did a Dortmund game, as you'd have heard me speak about earlier in this video as well, so check that video out if you haven't already. Also, please do subscribe to the Clips channel, my second channel. We've just hit over 1,000 subs, so fantastic. Thank you so much for all the support. Go and subscribe to that if you want like smaller snippets of the vlogs and stuff. Yeah, thank you very much for all the support recently. Do let me know in the comments section below what other teams you'd like me to cover in Belgium, Holland and Germany when I eventually do go back later this season. I would love to get back out there soon. Absolutely love it. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. I'll leave some videos on screen. If you could click on one to carry on watching, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.